All right, so there we are again. Interesting. Okay. Screen capture. Let me see. How the heck do we make this application capture? So, I still am learning these things. Remote. Okay. Should be this one here. Let me see. Kind of looks good to me. Today I'm experimenting with some ultra low latency, so options to manage to be a little bit faster in reacting. If there are some comments live. So what am I doing today? Today I'm looking at porting software. Let's see. Yes. Some additional software to FreeBSD. It's WX Maxima and make the install. So let's see if this goes well. Something is happening in the system. Top. Ooh. There is a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff is ongoing. So let's try to clean this and make config. Yeah, it's compiling the ports. LLVM. I think it will take about 1 hour. It's 9 minutes in. Let's see. I could actually try to stop this, which I did now. So I might lose like 10 minutes, or maybe I gain. Let me see if this works. Yeah, unhandled error. This is pretty nasty. It has to be done like this. So it's going to start recompiling LLVM again. No problemo. Tail user local poudrier. And where are we? Yeah, actually I can just copy this. Tail, that thing with the latest, maybe. Logs, latest, no, come on, LLVM, okay. So we can have a look at what's happening here. I lost 10 minutes. I tried to pull, so the option I was trying there, the -b latest, was to try to pull in the package So there is currently a bug in Poudrier. If you are using Poudrier, let me show you actually what this bug is. It's a relatively nasty bug. You need to search it. It should be really fixed in soon, I think. Let me see if I can show that. Window with, it's probably this one here, and now here. Exactly. Oops, that was not good. Did the resize of stuff I should not be resizing. Sorry. Let me see. I need to automate this process. It's I do have this what's it called, this Stream Deck thingy, but I don't know. I didn't compile this stuff yet. Not compile. I mean, I didn't check this thing yet. So yeah, as you can see, unhandled error with -b. So it was open August some months ago. Yeah. And it's exactly this thing here that I do with the -b. It has been probably introduced by this. So actually, since I'm relatively still compiling the beginning, and this is going to save quite a lot of time, maybe I try to patch this common, and there is this thing here. So let's actually try to do that. So let's go and put the thing here, and let's stop this thing. So pkg info Poudrier, and there should be a common.h grep, of course. Grep, fat fingering every time. Grep should be common sh, and let's try to go here. So it says the bug should be at around line 4485. No, I don't know what the heck that is. 448 something. So it should be update f. Yeah, exactly. So let's try to take out this thing here. And is it the only place? Yes, this is the only place. And let's try again with the -b latest. It should pull the LLVM. I mean, the LLVM is already in the okay, now it's going. So that's really great. That is really good. Okay, or is it not? It doesn't say here which things are going to be queued, but let's try to go to the other window here. So I try to go here. This is here, latest. Let's reload this page, and it's compiling this stuff. GTK2, so the WebKit, and let's see, LLVM. It's not there, nowhere to be found. That's good. So it means that it's going to do less stuff. So there, GTK3 was pulled, so it should go faster. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. So let's go and see. Oh, are you seeing the window or not? No, you are not seeing. Yes, you should be seeing the window. This thing here. So let me try and see. Building. And now we can actually go here. So where is the moved? Here is now the one. So copy and tail here. This we don't have the tail. Tail dash F. This guy logs, and we should be compiling. What are we compiling now? We are compiling this WebKit. WebKit 40. Ooh, 8,000 stuff that is compiling. It's doing lots of stuff. Yeah, I think my voice should be, yeah, everything should be well set up, hopefully. Let's see. So this is the version 40, and there is the 41 or 4.1. No, that's also 7,900 files. cctl-a hw. So let's see what kind of hardware, if you are wondering what kind of hardware do I have here. I think where is this? It should say here somewhere, the CPU. Where is it? Grep -i CPU. Yeah, so it's here somewhere. Aha, QEMU virtual. Okay, so 32 cores. Yeah, because this machine is running under QEMU. I mean, it's running under Proxmox, so it basically says that the module is the virtual CPU. That's fine. And in terms of memory, free. Yeah. Mem control, free mem. PKG search mem free, I think, or mem free or free mem. Memory and SOP monitor doc app. Okay. Free mem. Is it like that? No. Mem. Yeah, top. Go here and we can see that, yeah, it should have enough memory. How do we see this? This is HW. Grep GB, something like this. Memory. Start memory. Okay. There used to be, it was the command free. None. PKG search free. Let's see. Simulation open FreeB. Okay, and curses went for FreeB. Okay. Free Civ, that's a nice game. Okay, let's how the heck did I forget about this? X memory, multiplayer memory game. Free memory malloc free. So there is IO. There's the IO stat. Display CPU statistics, device statistics, top. I'm a little bit stupid. Default memory, yes. Display free disk, yes. I don't like this. So let's try. I have here Git projects. I have my own notes. Free set ignore case. Perform memory checks. Okay. Show amount of memory. Okay. Page 222 in my notebook. Because I'm getting old and I cannot remember everything. Okay, vmstat-s. Okay, there we go. vmstat-s. So this is the cache hits and so, but this is still not giving me what I want. So, pkg search free color. Which is the other thing that I have. And let's try this. Free color is also okay. So, yep. It's also good. And kilobytes, megabytes. So megabytes, 120 megabytes. Nee. 1 megabyte. What the heck? Physical. No, 420 megabytes. 120,000, so 120 giga of memory. That is better. That looks better, much better. So let's see here. Number 2 is still compiling. Or is it? It's going. What time? 10 something. Very good. Yeah, we see here some stuff moving around. So basically, let's try to go to the other thingy here. So basically, I am trying to fix some things here. Let's try. Yeah, so I'm looking at some stuff here. X maxima. I'm currently sending a pull request, so this X maxima should now be starting. That's cool. And let's see, integrate X sinus of X in X. That should be cos minus cos X squared over 2 or something like this. No, X sine X, okay, the derivative of this is cosine, and this one here, y. So if we take the derivative here, the derivative of sinus is cosinus, and minus, so this multiplied by that, so is minus, and then derivative cosinus is, yeah, it's sinus x. Yep, it is okay. Integrate, it's fine. X times x sinus x times x, that was the mistake I did before, and this was, yeah, minus half of cosinus x squared, because then when you derive it, take the derivative, then it's the derivative of the cosinus, it's sinus, and then 2, which cuts here, and x sine x, which is that one. Looks good to me. So solve x times x equals 1 in x minus 1, and x equals to 1. That looks also fine. So yeah, without knowing too much about this example, okay, actually, so example display, example what, linear solve. Okay, it goes like this, solve. Okay, it does it. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Demos, array, gamma function, whatever. So that looks fine. I'm not going to plots. That's what I wanted to see. So plot. Let's see if this is working. Why there is a dollar at the end? I don't think that we need a dollar. Sinus x, this and that, and here. So and this looks pretty good. From sinus x from minus pi to pi, 3.14 something. Yep. It is awesome. So X maxima currently, if you do a pkg install, it's not working, but as you can see here in my system, this is now working, and I am going to submit this. Where's the help? Okay, but you can see here version 5.48.1 maxima run test about. Yeah, there we go. Good. And now I am compiling wx maxima, which is not installed because I am looking into this, and it's now compiling the things. Let's go here to this one. So we can go to the wx maxima and do a make here. It's going to interfere, hopefully not interfere too much with this thing here. Free color. Oh, so it's taking less memory. That's okay. So this means something has finished build, or let's see. No, it's still building this thing. Oh, this takes forever. 15 minutes already. Okay, I thought it was going to be faster. And this is now compiling locally, so I'm compiling it in Poudrier, and I'm also compiling it in the normal ports tree. Very good. So 263. Let's see. Going. Ninja. So 3, come on, 263. We are there, 90%. Let's go, you can do it. How the heck is 260? It's compiling quite a lot of files. This is not the number of files. Someone is tricking me. Someone is definitely tricking me. Config dialog, come on. Ninja. Quando ela passa, franzina cheia de graça, há sempre ar de chalaça no seu olhar feiticeiro. Lá vai Catita, cada dia mais bonita, e o seu vestido de chita até para... Já não, I cannot remember the rest of the music. But it's a very good music. So, let's... I'm not a singer. My voice will kill the... Whoops, I don't... So let's try, and I think I've installed this stuff. So here, development or education, math, WX Maxima. Yep. Let's see if this is now running. Development, education, WX Maxima. Yes, yes, you can do it. And this is also now fixed. So you didn't see me fixing this, but integrate X. Can we do to the power of? How the heck? Maybe I can do in Macintosh or so. Is it and copy? Yes, x squared, x to the power n on x. Yep. Let's see if this is going. N is equal to -1. No. No. It's x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Hooray! It looks like it's working, but there is a problem that was reported. I think if I try some 2D plot, it's going to crash the application. That's static plot, whatever. How to do this? X, comma x. I don't know. Cells evaluation. Can we do this at all? Is this sane, or why do I have this stuff? I think it's something like this. No? Yeah, it's definitely not. Try to debug this part. Okay. I don't know. Implicit plot, equation x times x. Okay. Can we do implicit plot? Bam! Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. It's crashing. So this crash, I cannot fix it for the time being. I definitely cannot fix this. So here, let's see. This is the bug where I'm trying to... Yes, I created attachment. So this is the diff. It has to be checked by my mentors. If you want to try it out, you see the number of the bug, and you can pull this for yourself and you can try it. This seems still a lot of delay. Interesting. And there is another. Let's try to get into that. FreeBSD ports git branch, and this is the 270. So let's go there. trying to fix this one. Yep. And there is some here with the W2D or WX2D, yeah, WX2plot command. So Kevin says that this is separate example would crash. That is fixed in the latest Git, but not in the latest release. So let's actually see what is the latest release here. He gave me some really good pointers, so thanks a lot for that. And there is some issues here. Let's see. And so WX Maxima. I'm running as root. This should not be. Don't do this at home. Don't run stuff as root. I'm just. I like the power, but with great power comes great responsibility. So 25040. So this should never be attempted, really. 24040. What the ports mean? Yeah, so a port, very good. What does a port mean? So how do we bring software to FreeBSD? Very simple. So you can do a pkg search, for example, I don't know, game, okay? And you can just install a pkg install something here, okay? But someone has to package this software to be used with pkg. This is the package manager. It's like the a shop for, yeah, so a shop for packages. And this is the work that I'm doing. I'm porting software to FreeBSD, so packaging the software that other parties do and bringing it to FreeBSD. And this is called a port, so a port here. And there is a port tree. Typically it's installed under user ports. Okay, so this is what you see here. You have lots of things. So this is all the software that has been ported to FreeBSD. Lots of stuff. In the meantime, there are 300,000 ports or something, or 300, or maybe 30,000. I don't know. So lots of them. But well, there is a big difference between 300 and 30. But I actually think it's the latest. Now, when you go, for example, here for the Maxima, this is under the category mathematics, and if you go inside, then you have lots of things, okay? And now I go to Maxima. So this is the software I just showed before, X Maxima, okay? It's kind of Debian, exactly. It's kind of the Debian, the .deb packages. Yeah, so there is someone packaging the debs, the RPMs, the targzs and whatever. Yeah, and what we get is a .pkg. And how is this done? So if I go here to these categories, I have the make files and so on. Here, make file, and this gives the instructions. So who is maintaining the things? Here is still my old email address, and gives the instructions for the system on how to compile this. Okay. So I would just go here, type make, and it starts compiling the software. If I don't want to do pkg, install Maxima, okay? Because that would be the Maxima software here. Pkg search, Maxima, it should be here, Maxima, and so on. And if you want to go to the newest version of the software and so on, you have two ways. Either wait for someone to finish porting the things and to update and bring it to the package, and this is under fresh ports. So fresh ports, let's go here, the place for ports, and if you search, for example, Maxima, let's go there, and you can see Maxima is this software, and it's currently being maintained by myself, and here some small descriptions and so on, and which versions is it compiled for. So when you do a package install, it pulls the stuff automatically. Okay, so here you can see what happened here, update, maintain, and so on. And I'm currently working in a problem. If you pull the version that you have here, if you pull that version, you have a problem. I'm going to show you. So here, make the install. Okay, let's take out the one. You see here there is _1 because this is the next version of the package, and here officially you still don't have the _1 because it's still the old one. So well, the computer is a little bit slow because this is my server and it's doing stuff. And handles package dependency, installing, upgrading, etc. Exactly. I have the feeling that I still have a huge delay in the video, but oh, it's taking forever to uninstall this stuff. It's probably because my computer is under a lot of pressure. So by the way, if you are interested what machine I have, it's a GMK Tech Evo X2. That's the machine that I have that is doing the server. There's no advertisement. Oh, they have the holiday season. Where the heck is this? Evo 1 free GMTech AI series. It's probably the AI series because this does some AI things. The mini PC, come on, it's not this one, this web page, Evo X2. Hi, nice of you to join. Yeah, exactly, this is the one that I have, and I have it configured with this model with 128 GB of RAM and 2 TB disk. It's running Proxmox, and yeah, so this is the machine that I'm currently using. Which I'm currently connected with through RDP. So let's see if it uninstall. Yes, okay. PKG. So now I'm going to use the official way, PKG install Maxima. Okay. So now it's going to pull the package from the repository. Do you want to install from the? Okay. Yes. This is what you can do out of the box. And now what you're going to see is that there is a bug here, and that's what I'm trying to fix. Okay. Again, under pressure, the system. So let's see, free color. That bug on the web. This stuff here, yeah. Yes. So please don't smack your screen. Okay, so installed from the official thing, and now X Maxima, and boom, it crashes. You see, this is the problem that it has. It's an official port, but it's crashing. So the software that you install, it's not working. So PKG delete, X Maxima, I think it's delete or remove. PKG delete, remove. Maxima, actually it's delete. I only want Maxima to be. Why the heck does it? It wants to remove X Maxima because it tells it depends on it. Okay, no problem. So we take this one out. Yeah, and now here, so I don't do any PKG install Maxima. Okay, but now I'm here in this directory, which has the Maxima. So it has the new version that I did the fix already. Or actually this is not the one with the fix, sorry, so I'm a little bit stupid, I cannot show this. Exactly, it's ports math Maxima, and this is now not the one, these are not the droids you're looking for, and the reason for that is that I'm compiling the thing, so I cannot git branch. So I'm currently looking at this version of the software here, and I should be looking at that one there. Let's see. Yeah. So if I compile the things again, it will show the same bug. So let me see, how long does it take to compile all this thing? So it's a little bit hard to show these things if this is still compiling. It's taking forever. It's in the package wx. Oh, okay, so it takes a lot of time. Let's hope that this goes faster. Here. What the heck do I want to show? I want to show this one here. Yeah, exactly. I want to show this one here. So if we go now to the Poudrier. So what is Poudrier? I can also kind of say about this. So Poudrier is a build system that the guys that are doing porting and so on are using to build the packages. And as you can see, so it's compiling in this machine, and currently there are 2 jobs ongoing compiling these 2 GTK versions. Currently it's in build states, build depends and whatnot. And yeah, it does everything automatic. So the PKG system that is on official server from FreeBSD is running Poudrier, the software that is looking at all those makefiles and whatever, and whenever there is a new makefile, a new commit coming in, recompiles the whole thing. Well, not the entire package, the 300,000 packages and whatever, but it recompiles the new software and makes it available for everyone, which is pretty cool. And this is why you need a relatively large machine to compile all these things, because it really compiles everything. Now, okay, so GTK3 took 1 minute, so I hope that this is only going to take 1 minute more. So you can see, to build the WX Maxima, it's doing like that. Actually, let me see. I might also be able to show you the installation of this Maxima, because user local Poudrier, I can try to find all the packages that are compiled. So these are packages that are compiled locally. Yes, exactly. These are compiled locally. And here there should be the Maxima. So packages. Let's try to go data packages, and I'm compiling for FreeBSD version 14.3, and should be under all Maxima. Okay, it's Maxima is not there. Find okay, yeah, that's a few, yes. So, and come on, you can do it. Pipe grep Maxima, where is it? Ah, here it is. You see, there is the here, but this is not cool. This is definitely not cool, because it doesn't have the right version. So this is recompiled. Yeah, I don't think we want to install this package. Let me see. Oh, okay, now it's, you see, it's finished compiling this thing here, the GTK, and now it's compiling Maxima. It's in the build stage, okay, and then I'll be able to show what I want to show. So before I do that, let me go to FreeBSD, the ports. So this is a local ports tree. Normally, as I said, it's under user local port, user ports, sorry, not user ports. This is where you find the stuff. But here I'm using FreeBSD ports, which is the Git repository, and you can see this is a. I'm not format, so I'm a recent package maintainer, yes, and I was given the opportunity to submit things, software to the FreeBSD officially, and I have two mentors, Nuno and Florian, which are helping me, because I mean, it's a large project, lots of things are there, and I don't want to mess up anything. So they are really helping me, and they are really cool guys. So giving instructions and giving me help on how to do the port, so that things don't go south. Yeah. So, but to the question is, yes, I'm a package maintainer for a couple of packages. You can search my name, Tiga, at, oops, at, okay, if I can type in FreeBSD.org, yep. And yeah, I also do YouTube videos in this channel, so some random stuff that I like to do. One of the software that I really like to do is in this emulators 86 box. This is also maintained by myself, and I like to use this. I want to use it a little bit more to show older software running in FreeBSD. So I have one video showing how to run FreeBSD version 1.0. Pretty cool, running under 86 box. So if you want network system, so if you want, you can just pkg install 86 box and it should go. Yep, you just pull this, it's official thing. You can just install the ROMs. I provide a script for this, already installed. Okay, good. And it should be under system emulator, exactly. And then you have here an emulator, the software. Pretty cool. No, it's no problem. I'm just sorry if I'm a little bit late or takes a little bit of time to answer, because I'm not much of a streamer or something. I'm just doing this in my pastime, and therefore I'm not perfect. Like other YouTubers are really good. I just started doing this random stuff while my kids are sleeping. So if my wife or my kids come into the room, oh, what are you doing? So I'll be panicking and stop the stream immediately. So for the time being, I'm okay. So let's continue. Okay, so we saw Maxima is compiled. What did I want to show? So I wanted to show the compilation, so the bug fixing. You remember? So Xmaxima, which I uninstalled, it's not working correctly. So now let's try to make this work. And for that I go to Maxima, and so I have a Git repository. By the way, this became green. It's in the green thing, so this means it's good. I'm almost ready to submit this, and my mentors will have to look that I didn't do any bad things. So which sometimes I do. So git status, what okay, let me change to this thing here. So this is a git check out. I check out this branch, and now let's have a look at the make file. So what changes did I do to this make file compared to the one that is in the official system? So I have this one here, and fix this stuff, and I increase the port revision. I change here some things for the info. This is if you want some options, compile the package with some options and so on. And here, this is the main thing. This is the bug fix to run the program. Okay, so let's make clean and all. So this is, now I'm not doing a pkg install, so I'm really compiling stuff from the source, as you can see. So it's compiling Maxima, this software, from the source. And let's do a make install. And this is the difference between package and a port. I mean, ports come from packages, packages come from ports, but the truth lies in the ports tree. That's and there is some software actually in the ports tree that there is no package, so it's not activated to compile with the package. I don't know exactly why, so I'm a beginner here. So don't take my word for granted. I'm learning. It's a learning process for me. So, hi. Let me, can I also do a smiley here? So, how do we do? Yes, also the hand. Hi, I also do the, so, Now let's it's compiling and compiling, so the CPU is a little bit, now it's here you see the memory, 120 gig and so, and you see it's mostly black because it's not putting too much stress on the CPU currently. And you see it takes time, so it's pkg install, you just pull the stuff, easy. Here I have to compile everything and it takes time. This is the compilation process that you don't need to do if you do a package install. Like in Debian, dpkg install or rpm or Yast or whatever. There are lots of Pacman, I think it's Pacman, right? I started using Linux. My first version was in 1993, was a Slackware Linux. Really cool, and it's still ongoing. I think Patrick Volkering or so, I might be mispronouncing the name, but that guy is really cool. So make install, and now it installed the version _1. This is not in the official ports. Now let's try again, X Maxima, and there we go, and you see it starts, okay? And that's the difference. So now if I'm able to submit this make file, I'll submit the changes that are here. They will go to the Git repository, and the Pudri in the backend is going to be compiling the things, and when you do a package install, the Maxima _1 version is going to be, it's going to be installed and the bug is going to be fixed. For the WX Maxima, which has been uninstalled, so now git branch, I need to change to this branch here because this is the one I'm working on. And currently, okay, there is a work directory here. The work directory is the stuff. We did not see the numbers because your camera was there. Okay, sorry for that. So, but maybe you can see here the _1. So this is the number, and the one that is in the official repository. Let me see, is there a possibility to, how can I do that? Fresh ports, do I have the fresh ports here? I think it's something like this. Yeah. So if you go to fresh ports and if you go to Maxima, if you search for this, here you have the version 1 without the _1. Okay, there is no _1, and that's the difference. So this is the one that is currently broken. So it works partially if you don't want the GUI thing. So if you just want to start Maxima, it starts in here, so you can say integrate x, and it works. It's x²/2. Oh, you are not seeing the, there is a huge delay. No, sorry, I'm stupid. I have to do it like this. Yeah, exactly. Sorry for that. So going back, quit, I think, exit. Yes, quit. So what I was showing is the X Maxima, which I just fixed. This is the GUI version, and the current, if you pull a pkg install, if you do a pkg install, you can still use Maxima. This is working. So integrate x, x. This is going to give you x²/2, or I don't know, solve x minus 2 equals to 0. It's obvious that x equals to 2, right? So x equals to 2, that's the solution. But this is a command line thing. We might like to use GUI, and X Maxima is currently broken, but not with the stuff that I just fixed. And this is one of the GUIs, which is the X Maxima. The other GUI is WX Maxima. That's I'm also trying to fix. It's currently not installed, as you can see. I'm trying to expand this. It doesn't go. With it, is FreeBSD compromised? I hear their devs pay to make. Nah, I've never heard about this, and I don't think that the FreeBSD is compromised. Where did they hear about this rumor? So yes, so it's kind of doing a pull request, so I can merge things directly to the branch, but there is a review process that is ongoing, and people can have a look at what others are doing, etc. So that if something is a foul, then we can have a look at this and we can discuss this internally. So and I don't know about anyone being paid or anything, so I would not go for this. This all lies. So let me try to go back to the stuff I'm doing. So here maybe, so porting the software. So this is which branch I'm sorry for the color of the screen. Let me see actually if now you cannot see. Some people complain that the background, I know everyone likes to use dark themes nowadays, you know, but I cannot, my eyes hurt. It's really a problem. So I'm going to try to do something in between. If you complain and say, oh, this is I don't like this, okay, so you can okay, it's an interesting window. What color can I use here? Something like this or so, maybe something like this. How to move the point like this? I hope that we can live together like this. So please tell me if the colors are too horrible, and if you cannot see the things properly. So it doesn't hurt my eyes so much. Open source IPsec, what's going on? Okay, IPsec, I don't know about. Patient cannot spell the color. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. This color is still not optimal. The problem is I'm doing this software development already since quite some time, and I've been used since very early ages to use white colors or a little bit brighter colors. And to tell you the truth, in the evening especially, it's much better to use a little bit more color because I turn off the lights and so on. And if it is dark, my eyes are squinting and it hurts me, really. But I know people like dark themes, so maybe we find something in between and I do the color more or less like this. And I mistype things all the time, so I'm used many times to type different commands and whatnot, and it just, they come wrong sometimes, and so I have some fat fingers. So okay, let me see, where was I? Git branch here, horrible color here, the green can almost not see, so I really don't know what is for me the white is an optimal color, but okay. Now, whoops, you see, mistyped again. Good. Okay. Oh, no, this I cannot work like that. Sorry. Profiles, colors. What can we do here? What can we do? Maybe go a little bit darker. Oh, horrible. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go back to the white color, and I hope you can forgive me. We will survive. Yeah. So thanks for that. I need to pick this stuff. If you see some videos that I produce, I'm many times I'm using white color in background, and there is some backlash. Some people say, "Oh, why are you using this? It hurts my eyes. I'm bleeding. My eyes are bleeding." Okay. So now, what I did before was compile the thing in Poudrier, and what happened there was, let's go back to that window. What happened there was that it became green, which is really good. Green is fine, means that no compilation errors on Poudrier, means that it can go to upstream. There are other versions of FreeBSD, so I did this for, so if we see here, this is the command I used. I do a test port for version 14.3 on a x64 machine, and yeah, I test WX Maxima. Now I have some Poudrier, Poudrier what? Come on, it's image jail, Poudrier jail. I have some other jail which is for 13.5, which is still supported, so I can also compile Poudrier test port. I can also compile for this other jail, which is 135x64. Now I start this command and it's going to see if there is any compilation problem for FreeBSD version 13.5. Some people might be using it, so when you're doing this stuff, when you're maintaining ports, you need to be sure that people are yeah, that you don't have problems there. So let's go here for the logs. This is it's running a simple Python server. There are some videos on the internet that show you how to set up nginx, and I'm a lazy guy, so I just go here to user local Poudrier data logs bulk, and I type in Python HTTP server, and that's it, and it serves on port 8000, and I load the page, and that's it. I'm really a lazy guy. Go here, and the latest, which is the latest and greatest, ooh, it's compiling lots of stuff, you see. So let's have a look at this. It's going to compile Python. Some of the things I don't even want to understand why the dependency is there. It's a mystery to me, because it's a big dependency tree. So once you pick a library, and this library is going to depend on others and others, or blah blah, and it's going to be a big mess. So why do I need to compile cargo for WX Maxima? I have no idea. But libnotify, SQLite, dbus. Ooh, this is going to be a problem. This takes about 1 hour to compile in the machine, so it's extracting, and this is what is a little bit nasty. Hi, Satwik. So, and let's try to see if... so let's go to the other window. Here. So this is where I'm compiling stuff, and let's try to go a little bit up. How the heck did I run this? So this is everything that it's running, dependencies and whatnot. And come on, you can do it. Where is it? -b latest. Okay, that is sad. That is really sad. The -b latest means please try to pull some packages as much as possible from the PKG server. So the main point is that some of the packages are already pre-compiled in the PKG server. So why do you need to recompile them? And there must be some bugs, some dependency or whatnot, and it decided I need to recompile this, and it just happens that LLVM takes forever, and I can show you that. So if we go, let's copy this. Where is the directory going? So it's here. The logs are going here. So let's copy that, and let's go to the tail directory. So tail. On that folder, and there is the logs and LLVM19, and you can see it's currently compiling file 400 and something. So let's stop a little. 460 from 10,400 files, so it's going to take a little bit of time. And why does it take a long time to compile? Because the project is damn huge. not to drop the F word. It's effing huge, the LLVM project. You don't really notice when you do a PKG install, and this is why people use the PKG install, because you just check PKG install and stuff just lands in your disk, and you don't need to recompile all this stuff. But when you are developing the ports and so on, you do have to compile stuff, and it takes forever. It takes really forever. And not only this, it multiplies. So now I'm currently not compiling stuff. So you can imagine if you're supporting ARM CPU, if you're supporting RISC-V, maybe 32 bits, and different versions, 13.5, 14.3, the upcoming 15.0, okay, which is going to be released, I think, in December or something like this. You can also, so all these things, they multiply, right? Not only this, this is, let's have a look at that. So FreeBSD, and let's go to ports math maxima, and make config. And here you see these are all options that you can have. Okay, I can enable documents, I can enable examples, man page, this and that and so on. Now take that thing, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 to the power 7 options, all disable, only docs, only examples and docs, and all 127 combinations times I don't know how many architectures that you have, times how many different versions, and you can see that I don't have time for that. This is why we also rely on lots of users giving feedback. So if we are supporting some things for some architecture and it doesn't, you're trying to install and you see some problems in some other architecture, please file a bug report. And those bug reports can be found here. Where can you file bug reports? You can go to bugs, okay, bugs.freebsd.org. You create a small account, and then you can just create a new bug, and in this case ports package, and it would be here individual ports, and you can just write here this and that, and people will be picking up on those things. All right, let me see. I have some windows here running on my computer that you cannot see. Okay. PR. So my mentor is sending me some stuff saying that it looks good to him, so it's kind of okay. Am I not putting some stuff? So git show. So okay, sorry for that. I'm just talking a little bit with my mentor on the same time. So and if you submit here I have this and that and so on, hello, please fix the software, it's broken here and broken there, then we can try to help you. Yes, that's O n times n O n squared. That's life. That's basically life. And this is why it's even if you use Ubuntu or Debian or whatever, you can imagine the amount of work and the amount of effort that people spend there. And as an end user at the end, sometimes you maybe you don't have patience with the guys doing these things, and people start complaining and name calling this and that. And many people are just putting their own personal time and investing their stuff. It's really amazing how everything is just working, and that people are doing this kind of stuff. No? It does take quite a lot of effort. Yes, there are some companies involved with this in Ubuntu and so on. I think they pay some guys to do software packaging. It's their daily job. So, but it is a huge amount of work. Yes, yes. So now let's see here. Browse. So here I think in my reports. No, actually it's the. Typically I do things like this. So git branch. I'm trying to fix this maxima. This is the bug report. So I go here and I should be able to find this pretty quickly. Let's actually see. Yep. And if you go here to this link that I provide, you can also see the reports. Can we see this? Yeah, you can also see the reports of running in my system. So that should be okay. Let me see here. Yeah. So, and how is it? Is it compiling? Yeah, it's as I told you, LLVM is going to take forever. It's 9 minutes. I cannot do anything, but I need to test this. It cannot be released before this is tested. The test goes through. So otherwise, if I push something to production and it breaks down the system, all hell breaks loose. So, oh, why is this? My computer is lacking battery connection. Okay. Yeah. So let's see some communication in parallel. It's actually pretty cool. Here I have some, yeah, so I'm trying to fix those two things. Currently it's in this branch here. And yeah, it's going and going. Actually, let me try to the other window here. I can also do a user local poudrier data bulk logs bulk 145. I think which one am I compiling now? PSAUX grep poudrier. So I'm doing a build on, let's see, this thing here, it's that one. Okay. I'm doing for 13.5, so go to 13.5 latest logs and tail what should be the LLVM. Yeah, it should be compiling here. 3,700 from 10,000. It takes a long time. Yes. Okay. So okay, so it's basically asking to get a better naming for the things. So FreeBSD log, no log ports. My mentor is actually online, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, they take a lot of time. Yes, of course, they take a lot of time. So just the LLVM here, it's taking, and this is only one version. It's for 64-bit AMD architectures. This is with the default options enabled. This is for version 13.5 of FreeBSD. So and if you multiply this by ON squared times 1 hour just for one package, you can see how much time it can take. So git branch. So I'm being asked to change something here, but I'm currently looking at this one here, so it will take a little bit of time for me to have a look at this, to change the subject. But I can kind of change the subject here, actually in this one. Where is it? No. Oh yeah, let's go back. Yes, I think it's that. So fix x maxima. So that should be so 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 sorry, there is some communication ongoing parallel here, some communication which is private, and I will not show that. But basically we are discussing a little bit on how about the two fixes between maxima and wx maxima and how they interfere or not, and they don't interfere currently, so that should be fine. So sorry for that, I cannot be showing everything. Okay, that looks good. So we can edit the thing here. Let's do this math fix crash at startup. So chain. Change the subject. So this is important. Why is this important? Is if someone is searching for, so if you are browsing the problems that currently are there, so you go to the package infrastructure and you can see all the people that are working on this. Actually, this is it correct or no? So search new home days, so reports, search, browse, why do I see so less things? Package, okay, stupid me, it's not package, it's our individual ports, not package infrastructure. And you see you see what people are working on, and yeah, lots of people are doing work here. So this is the number that people are working on, and going there. So if you search for maxima, you might see what happened in the past. So currently and then you see immediately here fix the crash. Okay, so this looks good, and immediately from the subject here you should be able to figure out what the problem is. Now the problem that I introduced here is, if you go to the details, is that that this is not matching here, and this needs to match. This means that the commit message I'll be doing will have to be according to the subject here, which needs to be here. Now the question is that I'm actually in another branch, and this is compiling, and it's going to take 1 hour to do it, which is pretty nice. Yeah, and it's already 18 minutes in compiling LLVM for WX Maxima, but I need to do that. So what I can do, yeah, it's currently, let's stop a little bit. Where are we now? We are a little bit more than halfway through, or that's actually interesting. It's going pretty fast. No, I cannot switch branch while compiling, because Pudri looks at the branch while it's there. So it's compiling the things, and it looks at the stuff. So you see here Pudri. In Pudri you have the ports list, and you've seen the FP. So you've seen I added the Pudri, let's say Pudri test port, and I did this -p FP. Okay, I didn't explain, I didn't show this before. This FP means I'm in the ports tree, the FreeBSD ports, that's the FP, and it's looking at this thing here. So you remember that I said before, ls user ports, this is where the ports tree are generally. I move this to another place because I'm developing here, so I need to say, okay, please take from this FP thing here. And while Pudri is compiling, it has to have a consistent view of the ports tree. So if I screw up this stuff here, then I'm going to get some red things here. I know this because I've done this mistake in the past, changing the branch. So how can I solve this? Well, I can solve it with a cp-r ports to ports to. Let's do like this, and then I can check it out. Pudri is not a compiler. Pudri is an infrastructure that creates, it's like, imagine a Docker container. So it's in FreeBSD, this is a jail, and it starts compilation in Docker containers. Why? Because imagine you're compiling some software, and that software depends on other libraries and other stuff. If you compile the stuff inside your system, it sees the libraries, but maybe if you go to some other machine or something, it doesn't have that library. Then it breaks down and burns in flames. So you need to have a clean environment, and Pudri gives you the clean environment. It starts compiling things in some jails, in some Docker containers, kind of, that are very well controlled. What is inside those things are very well controlled. So that's the whole thing about Pudri. It's a very tight, controlled environment to build ports, to build packages. It's about repetitive. You need to be able to reproduce, not repetitive, it's reproduction, reproducibility. Yeah. You need to have inside everything, and this is why it starts compiling LLVM, because it could just pull LLVM from the main package. But from my opinion, this is a bug in Pudri, because if you didn't change any setting in that package, why do you need to recompile? Why do I need to spend more energy? If it is exactly the same version, if the settings didn't change, and if it is the same architecture and so on, you should be able to pull it from other things. It's like a Nix OS thingy, that if you have exactly that version of the package, you would be able to pull it out. But Pudri, in my opinion, has a small bug there, and it sees some change where it should not see, and therefore it starts compiling these things. Why? so that in this controlled environment sees exactly the version that it wants to see, this 19171 with the default settings and whatever. And that's the nasty thing. That's why it takes so long. Yeah? It should not. It should not. So when I was saying about 1 hour and so on, actually, if the command would work, it would just pull out exactly the version that it needs, and it would just work much faster. So yeah. Oh, it's still copying. And this is why it's taking a little bit longer, in my opinion. It's because of a small bug in Poudrier. But I'm new at this stuff, so maybe, yeah, you see here at default. So it's the default variant of the port version something here, and this is already in the package. It's already in the repo, so it should just pull it, just in my opinion. And actually with some other variants of Poudrier, and so it was actually pulling it out. But actually, let's see that. Let's see that. We should be able to see. So LLVM 19. What is the current version that we have? Yeah, so we have 1917_1, yeah, which is exactly what we're trying. 1917_1 with the default thing. So it is already there. Where is it? It is already there for all dark. So for 13, latest quarterly, for it's already there. So why the heck is it compiling it again? I don't know. But yeah, this is why I give here the -p latest means try to pull from the latest packages, which it should see here. It should see the 13 latest. 13 latest, it should see this here. Release _3, which matches for then maybe. If release _3, I really don't know, because here in these things here is latest and quarterly. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. So I'm new to these things, so I cannot really tell you. But the problem also here is the bug that we have in Poudrier with the -p something. Sometimes it just Poudrier just dies. Yeah. It's being fixed. It should be already fixed in the main branch, but it's I need to get the official version for that. So not optimal. Let's see. Okay, it's taking forever to copy the ports. I mean, it is a large directory. So let's go FreeBSD ports _2. 36 megabyte. I mean, what the heck? Should not take that long. Is the IO system is a little bit under pressure, I think. CPU. I don't understand really why this is. It's only copy 30 megabyte, 39. It's the speed of a snail. So let's see what is the window that I have here. Nice. Come on, man. Just give me the directory. It's just 39. It's are we sending pigeons to exchange the information or what? And you see the CPU is to be honest, let's see here top. Look at how many C++ are there. So let's this system is, look at how many these are all C++ compilation things here. It's a little bit difficult to see, but with 32 cores and so it's going like crazy compiling C++. So imagine if you don't have a machine like this one, and yeah, it's pretty difficult to compile stuff. But there should be, even though if it is compiling this thing, it should be no reason not to be able to compile such a small directory. So I can try another thing. tar cvzf ports tgz ports. Let's see. I can also try to tar it. Yeah, it's going slowly also. I think it's the IO, and this is running under a Proxmox, not on the bare metal, so it might not be. I might need to tune it a little. I told before it's maybe like 300,000 packages or so, and you see it at the speed that this is going. It's going. Okay, it's going faster now. It's going to take a little bit of time. Yep, it takes a lot of CPU and a lot of RAM. So if you see here, free color, my system has 120 gig of memory, and it's currently using 60 gigabytes of memory. And it has 32 cores, and it's using all of them. So, and still takes lots of time to compile this. Already half an hour in, and it's still not done. So, but oh, look, we hit. Actually, now half an hour. Did I manage to compile? Last time it took 1 hour. Now it's maybe just compiling in half an hour. Maybe it was running some other stuff before in parallel. Let's see. That's basically LLVM that is doing these things. Yes, because LLVM is 10,000 files, whatever, and it's compiling with 32 cores. How does Word, or do you mean work? It's if you're meaning how does it work, it's similar to Linux. It's a Unix system, so yeah, work exactly. Why is this like this horrible? Now you can see here down, it's mostly black. Mostly black means that the CPU now is not being used. It's mostly, yeah, it actually should have stopped, or let me see. No, it's in the build stage still. So it's still doing some stuff, but not putting too many processors running. So it's mostly idle. So let's see the top. So here, 100% on Python. That's an interesting thing. Why the heck do we have 100% on Python? Let's stop this thing here. Python 3.11, nobody? That's weird. Let's try to try. So, things build. Okay, it's doing some build here. So this Python here has nothing to do. I think actually J. So top, and there should be a jail. I think it's J. This was a toggle the jail ID as J. Oops, it's J. And where is the jail ID? Yes, exactly. There is a jail ID here. So it means that this is running kind of in a Docker container, so to say. So this Python thing here is not the Python. It's not the other one. It's still doing something here. So this, I don't know what this Sphinx build. What is a Sphinx thing? It's an interesting thing. So sometimes it's really interesting to explore this stuff. Let's put here the www so we can see them. And it's LLVM. It's LLVM build. Okay, so it's still building it. It's building some documentation, I think. Build docs. So, and now only one core is working. So it's not multi-core, and this is now a little bit of a problem, so to say. Build, okay. Let's go and see. So it's still building. I will okay, I cannot refresh the page because I'm a stupid guy. and I need to go here and restart the, so Python 3 MHTTP server, and now I can reload the page. So that's okay. Package, now it's in the packaging stuff. So now it has compiled the entire thing, and now it's producing the package. And this package is not going to be uploaded to the PKG, so you cannot PKG install the thing. This package is produced locally in my machine. Okay, so and now it's yeah, building. So the building is, it's in the phase packaging, putting the things into a package, and LLVM is a big package. So in the meantime, I mean, the LLVM is mostly finished, so I probably don't need the other thing here, but okay, finally did the ports too. So I can go on to the ports too. Now I can change, so git branch, and now I can change git checkout maxima. And here in the ports too I can work, because Pudri is not looking at this. Yeah? So let's increase my eyesight, I'm getting old. So this is maxima, no, math, maxima, and TIG here. What were the changes? And we should be able to see the changes that happened here only. Exactly. So this is the stuff I'm trying to commit. And yeah, and the complaint, so to say, is that the thing here, right? So so let me reload this bug report. No, this is not the bug report. These are not the droids you're looking for. Now these are the droids I'm looking for. So here, copy here, and export GPG, TTY, and git commit amend. We try to give it a new thing here, and there we go. And this should be now the one. Fix the crash, so now it's matching exactly. Fix, for example, not starting properly. Yeah, exactly. And actually, let me see. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, exactly. So okay. So let me do the thing. So this is going here, save, sign the commit, git show, and I'm going to send this to my mentor to see if he likes, if this is okay. So I copy paste this, and that should be hopefully good. And while I'm here, so maybe I can wait a little bit and see if I get an answer here. Let me go and see the stuff here. Okay. Yes, amend is to change the commit message. So I had some stuff done, some commit message, and you can amend the commit message, but you can also add or remove files, and that's amends. So means that instead of having two versions, instead of having two different versions, is like you squash. It's like amend is the equivalent of doing several commits and then squashing them together to a single one. That would be a git squash also. So yeah. So now and tig is the command line. I also like to use git k. Oops, not this one here. It's maybe a little bit old school. This thing here where you can see the tree that goes here. Okay, so all the people that are committing and whatnot. But I'm kind of starting to get used to tig, which is git written the other way around. Git tig, and this basically makes the same thing, but it goes with the message. Yeah, it goes only on command line. Portland used info regarding maybe port format. Okay, so some question here for the port format. So so my mentor is asking what is the thing that is with the port clippy and so on. Make file. Need to check that stuff. So info. Okay. So if you see here, so this is the, let's see the make file. So what we're, and someone was commenting if someone is being if someone is being paid or so. As you see, although I'm transmitting this, there is some communication ongoing, so people are looking at the things that the other ones are doing. A little bit of Python, yeah, it's fine. Do not know what was the difference of tig versus git. So tig is this interface here that you can see. So I can see the commits, okay, and I can look, okay, what is here? I can look, oh, this is these are the differences. So this is, for example, here is a change of maintainership. So here in this case was when I picked this. So you can see for this file, drop maintainership. Then I did take maintainership here. So you can see this was in August 29. I went here and I went from this one to that one, by this time with my personal email address. So there is no big difference. And tig allows me to show this thing here. Okay, it's to view the different versions at the different time and so on of the file. Git is the one that allows me to commit to this tree. And git k allows me to see the same thing as tig, but in a GUI form. So you can see here is a GUI. You can browse here a little bit. You can see the files that were changed. So for example, within this change, I'm within this part here, I'm trying to change two files here. And you can see exactly I'm changing this thing here, I'm changing that stuff there, and so on. Patch doesn't show that. What is? Okay, just a second. Sorry, some. So 457, so let me see. So here, so I'm being asked, this is um, so sorry, some parallel communication. X maxima info. So sorry for that. Again, as I said, is some parallel communication, and this is some private thing. So I'm definitely not going to, will not be able to show that. So, but we are discussing about the changes that were done. So in particular, it's very similar to the platform in GitHub. Yes, exactly. It's very similar to the GitHub. So here you can see exactly the changes that I'm proposing. So there is a file here. So when you are doing some things, I created a patch. I added the logs, and here this is a patch. You can see the diff, and in this diff you have the you are seeing exactly the same that I'm seeing here when I'm do the tick thing. Yeah, it's a different format. So let me show you what I mean. So, and I keep on opening this because I'm discussing with my mentor about the stuff that is here. So here, this is the check-in. So it's I did it, yeah, some 3 hours ago. So it takes time even to check all the things, etc. Actually, let me see. Is it compiled? Okay, it's compiling WebKit here. Okay, he's talking about a different thing. Or I think we are talking action off. Okay, we are Okay, I see what my mentor is saying. So there is a small problem here. The thing is, I wrote here. I wrote that yeah. So you don't. What was the? Sorry. So. Okay, let me in the meantime explain you what I was trying to explain before so you see here in this window here what we have is, for example, port revision. Here you see on the left side the old version, on the right hand side the new version, and for example this line is new. If you go here to this to tick and you look at the changes, so this is what I'm trying to do, and you go down and you see in a different format, you see that this file at some line here, so on, there is plus this is green. This means this line came new. Okay, that's what you're seeing here exactly here. This line is new. These lines have been changed in the info. So those lines, basically it says here, this is red, was removed, and this has been added. So I reordered the things, ABS, blah, 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 blah. This is a new line also. A new line came here. This is a line that was removed. It was here, it's no longer there, so just remove. There we go, only red. And so on. And yeah, this is green. This means something came here, exactly, in this file. Then in the other file, pkg plist, there is some changes here. So for example, yeah. And you go here and you see that those are the changes and so on. So this is the same view that we are having here, but this is another view of the thing. If you use git k, and here, if we look at this version here, you see it also in another graphical view. Okay, and this graphical view is also similar. So this is new, this is coming in, this is whoops, a little bit flickering. So this red goes out, this, and actually they have here some nice things, which is the, let me see if I can do this with this sign here that we have. This is a little bit difficult to use this tool because it's still reading the stuff. The history is very long. Let me try to, okay, mark up, color up words. Okay, so this is a slightly different view of the file, and here it says, okay, this goes much more precise. It says info, this is gone, this is added here, added. Okay, this is added, this is removed, and so on. There are different views for the same things, for the diff. I hope that helps a little bit. And now, what is the problem that my mentor is telling me is I ran a couple of tools and I did some changes, but I didn't take the input from all the tools, and this is confusing for whoever is viewing that. So again, it goes to say I don't know everything, and this is why it's really good to have a mentor that some mentors that is helping you here. Let me see in the meantime, did it compile the stuff? So it didn't compile everything. Okay, I still need to use the ports too. Okay, git branch. Here I'm using the maxima. Okay, so that's fine. And now if I look at the changes I've done, and you look at the commit message, so the commit message is what people will be looking at, what was actually done. Okay, so and this is my commit message, and I write here pet port clippy port format port lint. So this is okay. Now this is also okay, but this is a problem here because this is misleading to whoever is reading that, and my mentor is absolutely right on that. I did run those tools, and I'm going to show you what those tools are, but I only took the input of one of them. So pet means I actually did something related to that tool. So this commit is the previous one. So let me actually, I have some notes here. I cannot remember everything. Git show the file at this version, which is the make file. So if I do like this, hopefully yes, exactly, the file that comes out is the previous version. So it's going to be the three. So those three tools you ran, but used one. Yeah, exactly. So those tools are to make sure that the format of the make file is standardized, and that you're not forgetting anything and whatnot. So there are different tools to ensure quality. And I'm going to, so this is the version I took. And here, let's see, for example, I start info with iMaxima. And here, if we look at the A, it's sorted alphabetically. A, B, C, D, G, and so on. This was not sorted. So, and you see here, this is the old file. So I'm going to take this make file, and I'm going to copy this to TT is my alarm clock, my clock. I use an old watch, .old. So this is and now I can do vim-t make file old make file. So this is doing the difference between the old file and the new file, and we see exactly the same thing. Okay, exactly the same thing. So now I'm going to do the following. I'm going to copy this one to new. Okay, because now I'm going to start messing with the stuff. I'm going to copy the old to here. I know it looks a little bit confusing, but now I have three make files. I have this one here, that is the old, I have the new, and I have the old. And if I have the old make file, let's actually look at this make file and make file new. Okay, so when I was doing this, there was a couple of things I did. So the tool is not going to complain, but let me add this actually here, and you're going to see. So I'm going to add, I add it in a different position. Okay, now let's run some tools. So the new make file has port revision up, and the other one has it down. Okay, port lint on the make file, port lint, okay, it's oops, port lint -c, and there you go. This installs, and it's checking some qualities, saying, okay, you need to do, it's running a little bit slow because this order, there you go, it's a fatal mistake. This version is out of order. It appears the order must be like this. And it's also telling you have some files that you should not have in your directory, so get rid of them. This is a warning, and this warning is a false positive. So then I go here and I move this down. And this means that now I looked at port lint. Port lint is going, this fatal mistake is disappearing. Okay, it's gone, as you can see, no longer there. However, this should not be written in here in the commit message. Where is the commit message? The commit message is here. I should not write it in the commit message here because well, this line was not there before, so it's who cares about this? I'm bringing this stuff here in, and if I don't put it in the right position, that's my problem. So I need to see from the previous version, yeah, from make file. Let's see the difference. In this case would be the difference from this make file. Okay, from this make file to the make file old, and it's only this thing that added, so from the current makefile that I'm creating and the old version, I added this line. And the only thing is I don't need to tell that I looked at port lint, because no one cares about this. No one saw this here at any point in time. Exactly, the order was wrong. So here, this means this, I don't care about this port lint. Now, what other changes did I do to the makefile? Makefile.new. I also did the info thing here. Okay, I did the info and I added this stuff here. Okay, and I added this thing here, the post config. So I had this line here that I removed, and I added this stuff here. Okay, so this is some new things. Let's get this in. This thing here was I changed. Okay, this is a real change that happened here, and this was also a real change that happened here. And we're going to see why I actually did these things here. Why did I change this stuff? So we have three tools. Port lint that we just saw. Okay, this complains about some stuff. The other complaints are not really interesting, because this is telling this file is not under Git. This file, they don't belong to the project. Be sure to clean up the project. Yeah, sure, clean up the project, no problem. Now, port fmt, it's another tool, and port fmt -t makefile. Let's run this other tool. No complaints. Port format, port lint, port format, port clippy, the third tool, port clippy. You see, you remember I said here I ran port clippy, format, lint. Okay, so clippy is now, I think, is going to complain. Port clippy on the makefile. How do we run the port clippy? Yeah, makefile. So port clippy on the makefile, and it's not complaining. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let me see what the heck. Well, the info is not correct. The order. Port fmt. It must be the fmt. I ran it with the AC makefile. Port format. Come on. Port fmt. I think I ran it. No. Port format, port clippy, port clippy. What the heck? Port lint. Then it must have been the linter then. Port lint. Yeah, the A, exactly. The port lint is the one. So -AC. I ran it with -AC. But there is a problem here. New ports, it's already telling me you should add a port revision. But you are right. I mean, why is it not telling me that there is a problem here? It looks really strange. So let's add the port revision. That's port revision 1. It's there. New port to do the. Come on, port. I need to reproduce this problem. Why the heck did I do that? Port format on the makefile, it definitely complained on that. Ah, there we go. There we go. Or no? No. -d. I'm baffled now. I'm genuinely baffled. What the heck? So that's weird, but okay, let's try another thing. I also did the one change that could have caused the tool to do something. So make file and make file new, and I will keep the thing here. I moved actually the X maxima. I moved it down. I remember when I was doing stuff, so I added this thing here. Okay. And port format, come on, do your thing. Port format, port clippy. It has to tell me that thing is wrong, because this is port format, port clippy, port. I'm always forgetting the name of these things, of the tools. Port format, port clippy. Contains desktop files. This is Mr. Murphy. When you want to reproduce the error, it doesn't occur. Okay, that's an interesting. Let's just clean out the directory. I need to reproduce this, because otherwise how the heck do I do? I mean, I did something there because the tool was complaining. Okay, this is still compiling already. It has to show something. So this is weird. This is now really weird. If things are out of place, it has to show some stuff there. So now I'm starting to do really bad stuff. And port format, am I getting the wrong parameter? Port format, port clippy. Now it starts complaining. Okay, but this is port clip is only on the order of the variables. It says, okay, take this one, so take it from, exactly, I moved it up, take from here, go down. So port clippy starts complaining. I'm not crazy, right? I hope not. Port lint here. Let's try to make this guy here. Wait a minute. Big file star. Let's take these files out of this directory, and let's sometime maybe this guy gets a little bit weird or crazy. No, but I don't understand why port format is not. It should be port format actually. If I put stuff like this, come on. How the heck do you get this thing? How the heck do you put a backslash, a back here? Okay. Info. Come on. Now it starts to tell me. maximum. It's actually telling me to put it in this order. It's weird. None of them. Yeah? Okay, so there is no padding of any port clippy or anything. That's just it. So my mentor is also telling me that he's also looking at this and he cannot reproduce the things. So it seems that I, like an LLM, I'm hallucinating. Human hallucination also happens. So this, if port format is, this is not ordered alphabetically, or is it? No, it is not, because A comes afterwards. How the heck is this ordered? I have no idea. But you see that if these things here are not in the format as it is expected, so I don't know. I'll switch here maxima and here I maxima, and this guy port thing, it tells me. Oh, look. Okay, it doesn't care about the sorting of the variables. Okay. So, and if I do a port format, and it goes, and I change this. This is really weird, really weird. So I think I know what happened. Let me. Sorry, I need to write some stuff. So, okay, I was just writing to my mentor that this is that I will just keep the line as it is because it's confusing, and he's absolutely right. Normally, let me show you. So, like here, when you have anything here, it always goes alphabetically: D, E, M, N, S, T, X, E, so on. It's always sorted. So always sorted the things. How the lines here go and so on is always sorted. Okay. Now, and I've just shown you. So here, look, A, G, M, S, so on. So it's sorted. Now the info is not sorted, and that is confusing. I don't know why port format is not sorting this. So what happened before? So you can understand a little bit better. Let's copy. Let's restart again. So make old. This is the old thing. I'm putting it here. This is how it was originally before I did the bug fix. And now let me try to see if I reproduce this a little bit. So I took the X maxima out. This is a bug here in the make file. Okay, this is a bug, and if we look at the changes I've done, let's look at the difference between this make file and the new that I've done. So I added the port revision, and I did change this stuff here, and you see here that actually the X maxima, this is the old, this is the new, the X maxima is nowhere to be found here. I removed it, and it went down here. It actually went here, you see? So I'm not going to explain the syntax, but now I moved it, I put in this make file, I copied this line from here. So now that line is here, see, oh, so if I open this, now you can see that both lines are the same. I moved it from the new, I moved it to this file that I'm just trying to reconstruct stuff. So, and now port format, if I run port format, I hope it complains. No, it doesn't complain. So I think maybe I hallucinated, or what happened is that I saw this stuff and I thought, okay, actually I need to reorder these things because this is not correct. And this is the petting or whatever that I wrote. And I don't need to do that because well, but I still need to do it. just a second. I'm getting confused because the info file, where the heck did I get this thing here? I got a warning, port lint. I'm really getting, yeah, what can go wrong exactly? So this is port lint. I distinctly remember seeing a warning about the files. Let me see here. Ah, now it's finally compiling Maxima. I will be able to go back to this directory. Maybe there's some artifact or some weird stuff here. Wait a minute. I think I know now, PKG. Because I'm always focusing on this, but I also changed this file, and this file is missing info files. Yes. Now I get it. So let's go back here. The diff, what did I change? It's not only the make file, I also changed the PKG plist. And I removed, specifically, I removed the info files. You see, info, it's gone. And this is what I needed to pet. Now I caught it. So, now copy PKG plist to here. So, PKG, I was going crazy. plist dot new, so this is the new, and now git checkout show. Let's git show. Let's take the PKG plist. Let's take the previous version to PKG plist. So I'm going just to PKG plist old. Okay. What is the difference between the old and the new? So old on the left, new on the right. It's exactly that thing here. So I added this and I removed some lines. Come on. Yeah, there we go. The info files are removed. And this is what needed to be done. So if I copy the old to PKG plist, yeah, it's crazy. And how long am I already going here? And now I do port lint -c. Bam! There we go. And I'm going to copy this because this is exactly the problem. So I found it. That's it. Okay. Good. So it's just the plint that I petted, not the other one. All of this just to know that from the tools I did before, yeah, that's when you're not following protocol. So it's not a problem with Clippy, not a problem with FMT, it's a problem with the lint. Okay. So now git reset. Reset means throw everything away, and now I'm back to the changes I want to commit. Okay, I'm changing no track. What the heck is this no track? Yeah, these files here, I don't care about this. So this is here exactly. So, and this comment now is wrong, but I did pet port lint. Okay, so where are these new and whatever? Git status. I remove these files here. I don't know, I don't need this. I was just using this as auxiliary to do the things. And git commit amend. Now, why am I amending? Because I want to amend the comment. Pet portlint. That's it. Actually, my mentor is writing some stuff there, so here I will sign this commit again. It says and it should now it's correct. Now it's if you do git show, so related to the previous to the previous commit, I did fix the portlint issues with this thing here. That's oh, okay, but this one I don't want to do it. Okay, I will copy this. So I'm just asking if it is okay for me to leave this change like this, although port format it doesn't care about this. So let me so sorry again, some communication again. So the list was not there. What list? No, the list was there. This list was there. It's just that the variables were in it. If this is the one that you mentioned, assume you call the dot variable from elsewhere in regards to syntax. Yeah. So yes. So this make file, at the end of the make file, there is an include here. Let's see. There is an include BSD ports, and this is a whole infrastructure to compile the make files and so on. This, if you are interested in that, in having a look at this is under the MK directory. There is all this include stuff, and this is BSD port MK. This is included and goes here. Yeah, maintainer port, this, what those variables mean, category, dist files, and so on. So when you type make, how the variables are interpreted and so on, it's part of this whole infrastructure. And you can see already that there's lots of files here. It's a big thing, okay? It's not... Okay, dash... wait a minute. He's telling me some other stuff, which is actually math. Math maxima. Actually, again, he's asking me about some other stuff. Man port FMT. He's telling me format make in place instead of writing the result to string. So I'm just saying that I find it weird that the tools are not complaining about this. Okay. So, and there is the port FMT port, but this is not a flag. FMT -I is format in place. No, that's not the flag. I'm not leave variables unsorted. Always sort variable -u. So okay, it's maybe make file, and now let's do it. Okay, this is sorted. I'm going to put the gas here and take it from there. Now they are not sorted. Okay, port FMT U yeah. Ooh. Okay, now it starts becoming interesting. Now it tells me, look, now it's telling me to sort, but I'm forcing it. Okay, I copy this thing here. So I'm just saying writing back that with this -u it starts complaining about more things. Okay, so the category, this is interesting. So this is not sorted. The comment this is sorting stuff that should not be sorting. Mathematics program symbolic. So this is just wrong to do these things here. Here. So I will do the following. I will, to make sure that this is not tick on the make file. Let me see. The tool can help me to sort everything, but the tool is also a little bit brain dead, because as we've seen, it sorts the comments and the comment it's even worse than Yoda talking from Star Wars. Yeah, it's just plain wrong. Git status. So why is modified makefile? So git, I don't know anymore where I am. Reset hard. Bye makefile. it's green. It's green. That's good. Here fix x maximum, and here I'm going to undo. I'm going to undo this thing here because we don't want this. So in the info, take this thing here out, this thing here. This has to be tabs, so set list. You see the control I, this means it's a tab. And set no list. I'm just going to keep stuff like this, and you're going to see that this goes crazy. The x maxima is the one that needs to disappear from here. Okay, that needs to go disappear because this goes down. And port FMT, now I expect it to really to tell me something. There we go, and this is correct. This tells me, okay, you need to add a tab here. Tab, and this guy is now happy. But what have I done? I'm going to do a git, and now the amend is, I'm going not only to amend, it's not the comment, but I'm going to amend the file. Okay, it's a git commit, so so comment equals string. Yes, if you do the port format -u, I think it assumes that it's a string, so it's the brain dead version of the port format, so that's not a good stuff to use. So and it reorders all the words alphabetically, which breaks the sentence. Now I'm going to add the make file. Okay, so I'm learning a little bit about the tool. So git add the make file, git add the make file, and now git. So let's, if you want to see a little bit about this, you see here I didn't commit this stuff. This is the, if I look at the difference here, this is what I'm trying to do. So this is undoing what I've done before. I sorted, so remove the sorting and add unsorted things. Okay, and yeah, I'm trying to do this, but I don't want a new version to appear here. Okay, so because this comes from here, this is and this one here, this is the change that I'm trying to do in the global. So this is what I'm trying to submit as a patch, and I don't want two bubbles to appear here. So this is what the amend is going to do, is going to squash these two bubbles together. And in this case, it's not the commit message, it's the same thing. Git status, it's green, means I modified. Git commit amend. Now I amend one file. Boom. I don't need to change the comment, so it's just a port lint. The port lint is because of the info thing, and bam. And that's it. And now if I look at the thing here, I only see one bubble, which is exactly, only see one bubble. And now I should be able to see the difference. And now it becomes much clearer. You see the info now, it doesn't have so many changes. The only change is I remove this and move it down. And now it's clear. Now it's much clearer. And the port format doesn't really complain. Port FMT, and that's it. That's yeah. So if you think it's easy to get stuff here, people they have lots of experience, and they know, they have clinical chirurgical eyes. They know laser eyes, and you are, this is not correct. Okay, that's good. Git status. Now just a second. So now I'm going to update the patch, and you're going to finally see that I'm going to do that, which is here. So git format patch and one, boom, and now I have this file here, And this file here is exactly the file I'm going to submit there. Okay, and this is going to be here. Go here. So add an attachment to this thing here. Actually, let me see it. So fix X maxima crash at startup and polish. Let me just see. Git show. It's signed. Fix X maxima crash at startup and polish make file. Okay, it's the same thing. Pull requests 290.457, 290.457. Okay, so this looks okay. Attach another file. Add an attachment. This is going to be the file, the maxima. I'm in ports number 2. Okay, that's okay. I'm in ports 2 math. I did this in the second ports maxima. This is the file. Open. This is a git patch. I always write it like this. It's a patch and it obsoletes the previous one, is now obsolete. Okay. Now, what do I write here in the comment? So, result of all the discussions here. Fix crash of X maxima, when X maxima. Is it really written like this? X maxima, yeah? X maxima looks strange. Okay, X maxima when starting up. Pet port lint. This was lint, right? Let's go here. This is the lint. Pet port lint. Move star.info from pkg plist to make file info. Okay, now it should be clear. And git patch. Okay, submit. Boom. And now if you go to this page, this is now open to the public, to everyone, and you should see here. And if you go to the diff, exactly to this URL, you see exactly what I've done. And you see now only one difference. So this is X maxima is going away. This is like that. This line here goes away. Okay. This is it's not petting any clip or something like this. It's just a warning that gets out from the while making. So it should be okay, I hope. Yeah. And this is the bug, the fix. I mean, so much trouble just to push a bug fix to the stuff. So similar to a rebase kind of. I mean, this is something I need to do actually. I would need to do a rebase. So let me show you a rebase. Untracked changes, what the heck? Git status. Yeah, I have this file here. It's untracked. Now there should be no untracked stage. So let's go here. So I'm 100% sure that some additional, okay, actually dash all to see all the branches. There are not so many branches here. And you see that the main branch is currently here, and this one here is based on this version from here, from Open Cascade. So I started developing at this time here. What I want to do is that instead of this bubble being based on here, I want this bubble to sit on this one here. So I want the line to be here. And that is not a squash, that is a rebase. And that's what I'm going to do. Git rebase main, boom, you do like this, and now if you do like this, and if you look at the version again, then it's sitting, then the bubble, poof, it moved up. Okay, so now it is the bold name, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to see people are committing to the tree, so git pull and rebase the thing. So boom, okay, new things, because new development happens, some people are constantly submitting stuff there. Now let's look again at this thing. What happened? What happened is that my bubble was sitting, look at this thing here, so it was sitting down here. Oh my god, I took long time. Oi, 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 oi. My god, so lots and lots of stuff have come in the meantime. So my bubble was sitting here on top of this, and now I pulled main. You cannot merge to main before you do a rebase. So I pulled main, and now my bubble is sitting down. I need to rebase again. Git branch, git checkout. I need to check out maxima, git rebase main, and now the bubble is going to move up again, and it was successful. Sometimes you have conflicts, which is really nasty. But now my bubble is sitting again. You see, it's now sitting on top of mine, and this is the latest. So it was submitted. I don't know. It's here. The time it's a little bit crazy, but it's how it's being developed. There is another branch, the 25Q4. So people are doing another release. You should always include a commit message. Okay, so, and as far as I know, I don't know if he's watching the stream or not, but if I refresh the page, hopefully, yeah, looks good to me, approved. Okay, so it's he already looks good to me, so he already approved before, but we were discussing that we have the patch here, so it's good. Okay, so this means that I can really commit this to the main branch. And now this is the time to do it. I will not, so this is my branch, so you see it's bold. I will not commit the branch with this name. I need to put this into main. So git checkout main, git pull. Something might have come in the meantime. No, I'm up to date. No other change. Git, now I merge this branch here, which just moves my local main up. And this is what you see. Now my local main branch is sitting here, and the remote one is still sitting far. It's far one down, and now git show, just to make sure. So fix portlint mentor, just to make sure everything is fine. Okay, one last view of the things, and git push. And now when I do this, this goes to production. Boom, git push. And now it goes to production. Bang, and it's there in production. So this was now pushed really to, this is now really pushed to production. Now I still need to do another thing, which is, so I will wait a little bit, and you see there is going to be a message here that is going to come up. I guess, but how it happens to changes was made while you're... So the changes that were made, what happened to those changes, that's what I was saying. So I pulled all the changes, and I needed to rebase, and this is where I moved the thing up. Now, when you are in a large project like this, a rebase, what is happening with the rebase? Well, as long as two people are not touching the same file, it's easy to rebase because you just update the files. So if two people are working in the same file and you want to rebase and you have conflicts, oh, there the fun starts. Really big fun starts, because it's a race to push to the main branch. Meaning that now I push to the main, so you see the remote branch is main. Now it's I was the one pushing here, and if someone wants to push, they will have to first rebase. But if we are touching files, that if they are touching some things, the same file, then, well, where does the truth lie? The truth lies in the remote branch, in the official one. It's like Linus Torvalds is the reference for the Linux kernel, right? This means if you want to bring anything, you have to agree with what is there. And people are pushing stuff there constantly, and if sometimes there is these conflicts that happen, and whoever manages to get acceptance before in the main branch from Linus on his tree, he won, and he doesn't need to rebase. And the other guys will have to rebase and will have to solve the merge conflicts. And that's typical developer life. Now, let me refresh the page, and I'm just going to close the bugs. So go here and progress closed, fixed, save. And now this bug is closed. Okay, so now the process is finished for this thing here. Now, why don't we have so many problems? Because everyone is working in a single file. So if I have another software, the development GHydra. I'm also maintaining these things. The files that are inside here are only touched by me, typically. So sometimes it happens, and let's see actually the math in the Maxima. There was actually someone that touched these files, and it could have led to a merge conflict, but this is rare. This is very rare in this case here. So you see here, Ayaki Ushikawa, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, he did some fix to the plist. So he did submit these things here. Okay, so he did these changes here, and he did some fixes there. And if I'm working on this file, sorry, yeah, I quit. I should not have quit. If I'm working on that file and suddenly some changes from Yoshiaki come, I need to rebase, and I need I need to sit on top of this thing here. Okay, I need to sit on top, and if I'm sitting below here, I need to rebase that. So yeah, this means that this thing now is pushed. This also means that make clean, I can, so X Maxima, do I have it installed? Yes, I have it installed here, so I don't need anything here. And actually the second ports tree, it's 3 giga. Okay, that's more like it. So that's more like it. So ports tree is 4 gigabyte in size for all the things that we have here. I don't know, I like to use Vim. Vim has been ported for FreeBSD. Where is Vim? It's probably in the editors, Vim. Yeah, it's here. So who is maintaining this? This is being maintained by Adam W. And this is the stuff to bring Vim into FreeBSD. And yeah, lots of stuff here. So can you PKG install Maxima? No, you cannot yet, because now the process in the backend is going to start doing the pool and all the things. So let's have a look here. So I did this pull request here and so on. So sorry, I did this commit, and now fresh ports. Okay, actually fresh ports is there. So okay, doesn't matter. Maxima. So the current version. Oh, and you see it disappeared. No. Sorry. Disappeared nothing. Oh, but stuff is starting to happen. You see, _1. Already the _1 is there. Okay. This is still not up to date, and this means if you try to pull, it's still this version here. So now the system is going to build this, and when I push, it's going to say, hey, there is a new version of Maxima. Let me recompile that. And maybe tomorrow, or there is a delay of I don't know how many hours, whatever, it's going to pull in the new changes I've done. It's going to recompile and make it available for everyone. So currently, the way that you can officially get this is if you clone the port string. So there is the GitHub FreeBSD ports. If you go here, this is a read-only mirror, and the last, okay, 1 hour ago, it's okay. So this is not synchronized yet because what I pushed is still not there. Okay, it was 1 hour ago. So they have some scripts to synchronize this. This is a read-only. We are not pushing to this tree. And here under math, so math Maxima, you still have the old version then. 3 weeks ago, update maintainer, so it's still not up to date here, as you can see. Okay, so in the info, X Maxima is still there. So this is not fixed yet. But from the repositories, it will happen automatically that this thing here is going to be updated. Maybe before I finish the stream or so, maybe it's going to be updated, and then you can see, if you go to that directory, if you clone this repository, then you can get those fixes. Another way you can get the fixes, just for documentation purposes, if you are interested in knowing that, you can go here, you can download the patch. I think it's here. So you click here and it should, you can get the file here. Right click save and you download. So I'm it's cool to see how a maintainer would do. Yes, and for me, repeating and saying those things is helping me to remember also how to say how to do this stuff. It's 1 o'clock in the morning locally. Okay, so if you don't want to go from here, but sometimes there are some bugs that people are working, have some suggestions and so on, and they would like to show how to do this. So let me show you how I would do that. Let me check out a version that doesn't have the changes. So let's get to a version that is before the thing, and I don't know, let's go for this one here. So that would be the commit ID here. Let me see if this is, it's the commit ID. Let me see, where am I? I'm currently sitting somewhere down here or whatever. I don't even see. So this this is not the best interface to show things. So it's not bold anywhere, meaning I'm not really sitting on top of any of these things here. So it's an interesting thing, like where the heck are we sitting? It's probably down here. There's lots of stuff in this branch. There we go. Here, I'm sitting here. Here. See? Head. This is in bold. I'm sitting here. Now let's go to the math. Let's go to Maxima. And what I'm going to see here is, you're going to see X Maxima. This is, I checked out the version before the fix is there. Now, instead of doing a git pull, I'm going to apply the patch that I just provided. So if you go to the website, you can click here, and you can save the page and save to the downloads, save the patch. Okay, so look at the root downloads 00 something. This is the file is there. So how do I do that? Git apply. So this is the command, you apply that patch, and that's it. Now I have the changes. Look at the make file, and it's gone, the thing, and we have the port revision 1. And it's and we applied the patch. That's as simple as that. If you look at these things, so let's go down, and here you see this is where I'm sitting. This is the bold thing, and unstate changes. What are the difference? And if we look, it's exactly the patch that I submitted. Okay, so if now I build from here, you have the software running. So it takes a little bit of time. So if you want to have this version, if you are using FreeBSD and you want to try it out, do exactly as I've done now. So just go here to the file, download, right click, download that stuff, git apply, done. Or you wait a little bit and maybe you do a git pull from here. Let's see, 1 hour ago, it's still not synchronized. Or maybe tomorrow or so, you look at this thing here and the new package is compiled and pkg installed, and you are in like Flynn. Isn't this how people say? Yeah, nice. So thank you for yeah. Cool, have a good evening. So someone posting that it's a little bit late. For me it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Also I also need to get some sleep at some point in time. Yeah, so boop. I think now I'm ready to delete this ports 2. Ports 2 goes away. I don't need that. This tail here I don't need. If I go here to this cd, okay, I did the tar file or the tgz, so I can remove that stuff. Yes, exactly. You can patch the program if it is not merged yet and so on. You can do that. You can do that thing. So you go here to the where is it? To the Bugzilla thing, and you might find something that not everything needs to be complicated with software development, so on. So there is also, if you want to contribute to FreeBSD, which is pretty awesome to do, you can also go to the FreeBSD documentation, the doc. It works more or less the same way. I never contributed to the docs, but it's also possible. And it's not programming thing. You do you contribute to the documentation of the project itself, which is pretty cool, really pretty cool. So for example, this 3 hours ago there was a diff here. So someone added this use Python so into the Porter's handbook. Okay, so pretty cool. And if you are hardcore, then you can go to the FreeBSD source. This is the kernel and all the things. This is really hardcore stuff. Yeah. So this is to develop here. You need to know your stuff. 1 hour ago, some updates, so it's probably not synchronized yet. So the FreeBSD ports. And now goes the Maxima thing. So this is now closed, and now there is the WX Maxima. It's again the same thing. What is this? Okay, that's not a thing that we might need, so that's wrong. Dismiss. NetGraph looks so dead. Let's have a look at NetGraph. Where is NetGraph supports? Find NetGraph NetGraph is not there in FreeBSD apparently, which is bad. So then it looks dead because it's not there. NetGraph. What is this NetGraph on page? What is I don't know NetGraph. So never sleeps. Cybersecurity is no longer locked. Okay, yeah. In my daily work, I work in cybersecurity. You can find all of it. If you search my name, and so you'll find funny things. Graph-based kernel networks for FreeBSD since okay, interesting. Such a pity. Subsystem Dragonfly since the former NetGraphs. Okay, interesting. I don't know this. It was originally designed and implemented. I'm learning. The purpose was to create a flexible framework for implementing new networking protocols. Key requirements include user space. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, I cannot tell you why this is dead. So, but this looks like something in the core. This is not a port, not part of ports. So, man net graph. Is there anything? NG net graph. Okay, this is networking subsystem. Okay, there is stuff ongoing. Net graph. Okay, netgraph library, netgraph.h. Okay, so there is stuff ongoing. So cd user source. Okay, I don't have the FreeBSD sources installed. I don't have it installed, but here, where is it? Ports and the sources. Let's see, go to file search. NetGraph, not there. Pull requests, is there? Support for commits, I don't know. Support for NetGraph was removed. ATM support was removed. So when was this? I don't know. So FreeBSD, so M3, NetGraph, this allows to run NetGraph nodes in the jail. So it is there apparently, NetGraph. Exit epoch, okay, so teach ngctl. So what is this? Make file spin ngctl. Okay, it's a binary ngctl. There we go. This is NetGraph apparently. Quit man ngctl. NetGraph control utility. There we have it. Okay, but now you're saying, why is it so dead? I mean, things go a little bit slow probably. When was this committed? August 30. So it's not so dead at all, apparently. I mean, you have to see the workforce on FreeBSD is not the same as in Linux or stuff. There's like so many people. It's really good if people start contributing more. So, but at least I see 500 commits, and I don't know about this KSOC test bind to a specific address and so on. So there are things moving. June. There are someone is doing stuff here. Still looks stalled. Yeah. Someone has to pick this. If people unfortunately don't have so much interest in this, yeah, that's a little bit of a pity. You're absolutely right. But since I didn't know about the NetGraph before and I'm learning it, is actually maybe something that I want maybe to explore a little bit later on, and maybe I take a note about this, explore NetGraph, try to understand what this stuff is, but maybe yeah. Maybe there is not so many people that are really interested in this stuff, and then it goes out of scope a little bit. So it is a pity. Yes, it is a pity. The FreeBSD Foundation is putting a lot of money for stuff. So one of the things for jail networking, okay. Okay, I'm learning. Lex. Lex Luthor. This is from Superman. Very nice. That's pretty cool. Remember seeing Superman in the 70s, no? In the early 80s. The original one, not this new stuff. It was, what was the name of the guy? Gene Hackman, right? Gene Hackman played Lex Luthor. Yeah, that's the Lex Luthor. I know. Yeah. Sorry, I cannot tell you anything. You just see I'm looking for this stuff. I didn't even know what netgraph is. Yeah, so I'm a little bit of in Portuguese we would call it turnip. It's difficult to translate to English. Turnip, nabo. Nabo meaning he's someone that has no clue. He is a turnip. Okay. Let's try to go to ports again. I think now I removed the stuff. Yeah, ports. Git branch and oh, and by the way, you remember I pushed stuff on ports _2, meaning that this ports tree doesn't have the update yet. Okay, so let's check out main, check out main, git pull. We need to do a git pull and the latest and greatest that is here. So let's just see, just for the fun of it, maxima. See, some stuff has been coming. So some stuff came here. And so if I look at the latest commits and so on, oh, someone committed in the meantime. See, Max, he did some stuff. What the heck? He did the games. He committed something. That's pretty cool. Come on, show me. Ah, yeah, here. So games, Colobot. Make sure the Colobot is depend on PO for A for translations. Drop unneeded user. Okay, this is the thing, the stuff. So here, these are the changes that he has done. So what is this Colobot? So how should Maxima be working if you package installs? The same as any other software. You just, but as I said, you cannot install this now because it's not yet there, the new version in the package repository. But tomorrow, the day after, you can go to this page here, and when you see that in the version it's _1, then it's there. And what you do is very simple: pkg install Maxima. That's it. You press enter, and it pulls the things, and you're done. It's not there yet. That's why I was explaining. So if you really want to try things now, you can either you have three ways of doing it: the very fast way, the middle way, and the safe way, let's say. So again, the very fast way, you go here to this link, you pull the diff, you patch the ports tree with the git apply patch, no? And you compile the stuff locally for you. You're already there because I pushed this. This is available. This link here is available for everyone. This is number one, immediate. You compile stuff from the source. Can be painful. Number two, you also compile from the source, but you pull the things from the ports, the git tree. So you do a git clone from this repository. Let me see if it's synchronized already. No, it's still 1 hour ago. It will synchronize at some point in time. Okay? And this is why I'm saying it's the middle way. It takes maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe 5 hours, I don't know. It's going to synchronize and all the things are going to come here. You do git clone on this thing here, and you go to this directory, the CD ports and so on, make install. The slow way, but the sure way is that you wait for the whole system to stabilize. You go here and you are going to see you get an _1 as a version, pkg update. So yeah, exactly, that's also another thing. You need to go to the etc pkg. You need to configure the packages to look at the latest version. Okay, so this is this file here. Okay, because there are releases of the operating system, the core, the stuff and so on. So you need to make sure that this is pointing to latest, the latest and greatest. And when you have this, you do pkg update, it pulls the catalog, the new one, and then pkg install maxima, and poof, and you have it. And then you just type in either maxima or x maxima or whatever. But I'm going to start preparing the next one, which is under math, wx maxima. This is the next one that I want to fix. Okay, it's the latest is like a rolling release. Yes, true that, it's a rolling release. Either you want the stable things and you go for the quarterly and so on, and you put the quarterly, or you go for the latest, and it's as soon as the package is available in the package repository, you just pull it and you have the latest and greatest. Rolling release, that's correct. Here, git branch, where am I? I'm in the main. And now again the same thing. You remember, it's always the same thing. I'm trying to do this wx maxima, but this is, I pulled all the things, and now this wx maxima is no longer sitting on top of main. So I'm not going to do this. I explained this before. Should be easy. What I need to do is to make this guy now sit on top of that. So what am I going to do? Git checkout. I check out this guy here, git rebase on the main. I want to sit on top of main, and boom, and it should be there. Ooh, now we have the first commit or something. What is this? GPG failed. Ah, that's an interesting thing. Okay, xterm kitty. So something is going on here. So there we go. That's an interesting stuff. Could not execute. So let's key considered, sign person inappropriate IOCTL for device. Okay, I know what this is. So git rebase abort. Let me abort the rebase. Git reset hard. So it's like I've done nothing here. What happens is he wants to sign the commit, but it cannot. I cannot sign the commit because the IOCTL is not there. So you've seen me do this. Export GPG TTY equals $TTY. Bam. Okay. And now just believe me that this is what's needed. Rebase. Boom. And now it's going to ask me to sign. And now the TTY is fine, and I need to sign the rebase thing, and that's it. Boom, rebased. That's it. And now where am I sitting? I'm sitting on top of this. So there is a signature that goes here. So it's always signed by my key, and if you are interested, there is so FreeBSD GPG keys. GPG keys. Yes, exactly. There is this web page with all the official keys that you can use to send encrypted emails and whatnot for people. So if you search my name there, it should be there. And this is my key with this fingerprint 7B whatever. you can get this PGP block and you can use it to send encrypted emails to me, or you use this, the 7B1D whatever, this is here, it's signing the commits, okay? Signing those commits, and now it's rebased. Yeah, now it's sitting on top of the main thing. Let's see, git, and let me, okay, I'm running the same command 50,000 times, but it's how my brain works. So what have I done here? I need to review. So use wx2 and bug fix wx maxima. This is probably going to complain. This is not, what is a bug fix to wx maxima? Not descriptive enough. Revert upstream patch according to that. The main issue here is bug fix the connection of wx maxima. Okay. So bump the port revision, use wx version 3.2, that's okay. And this is, what the heck am I doing here? Maximum, yes, exactly. It committed a stranger tried no, not that the stranger tried to rebase. What it complained, to sign stuff, it needs a secure terminal, and that is configured with the GPG TTY. So it could not access this. Umgehungskorrekt setzen, signing issue, export TTY, and so on. Okay. So you see that pop-up that appear where I have to put my password to do the signature. It could not do that because it didn't know which TTY it was supposed to do that, and now I cannot show it. So it failed the signature and it aborted and died. Here you see, signing failed, inappropriate device. So it didn't know the TTY where to show me the thing, so that I put the password, and therefore it basically said no, this is not happening. This rebase is not happening, at least the part where I signed, because if you do a git show now, you see that this is a new commit which is local to me, and this has been signed with those changes. And again, this is this is sitting on top of the previous one. So let's see about the diff. Okay, it's no, it's just this. These are the changes. That's the thing. It could not sign, and it was angry. I want to sign because I configured my Git system that I wanted to sign. By the way, if you are using Git, how do you make it display all these things? You go to the root.git config, and I have here log show signature to true. Why not putting this? Yeah, because I'm a lazy guy and I didn't put this yet. You are absolutely right. And why not doing it now? So because I'm a really lazy guy. So bash rc export gpg tty. I should have done this before. So open a new echo, and now we have it. It's done. Okay. Ooh, I closed too many windows. So now it should be done. Thanks for reminding me this. I've been thinking about doing that for some time, but I'm too lazy. All right, so I'm git math. Where no log, no ports math wx. I just want to understand what the heck I've done here. And then to understand if I need to do anything. So I see already that the title here would be learned about the TD. Yeah, that's cool. And again, you see here the GPG signature. Okay, so if you want to think about this learning thing, if you are doing Poudrier and so, I just learned about an interesting thing. I'm always learning about new quirks of the system. So if you have the .git config, and again, please notice I'm using root in my system. You should not be using root in the system. It's like, again, I'm lazy like hell. Okay, I'm really lazy, and I use it. Come on, it's a computer that is just staying here. No one is going to access this. I know, and I work in cybersecurity. Yeah, so I work. My daily job is on cybersecurity, so I know I should not be doing this. But we used to say, "Do what I say, don't do what I do." Right? This is matching exactly the case. So. This is why, so I look at the /root, but what you should see is your .git config in your local directory, okay, not in /root. Now, if you see this and you have the show signature set to true, then basically when you do a git log, you see the signature, okay? If you take this stuff here out, no more signature is shown. Signature gone. Okay, I like to see signatures because I work in cybersecurity, although I use root in my computer, and that is not good stuff. Yeah. And now comes the other thing. If you are using Poudrier, to compile stuff, and you have this setting turned on, if you don't have the signatures installed in your machine, it's going to fail because it will. The interesting thing is that it shows signature in the log, but it also, for whatever reason, I found out this like 2 days ago or something, it actually forces the verification of the signature to show it. And when you do Poudrier and you start compiling things, if you don't have all the keys installed from all the guys here that I just shown here, all the stuff here, it's going to fail when it's going for something. Like, for example, for the stuff I'm pushing, it's always signed, so it's going to fail there if you don't have my public key to verify that the stuff comes from me. Okay. Sorry, let me see here with the question. That's basically just a setting for seeing them, but what was that bashrc thing for your key command? What you mean, the bash rc? I don't have any other stuff here. In the bash rc I have a video. I published a video where I explain what this is, where I'm saying exactly what this is. Okay, so let me actually see. Bad Jedi, yes. Ooh, the BS. Oh, I should have thought about this, that there will be some bad Jedi things. But it's now done. I cannot go against this. However, I cannot search myself. There I am. And videos. How to sync history across several instances. Okay, this is in this video here. I'm actually explaining this stuff here that I'm doing, except for this export TTY. Okay, and this is basically what's doing. So in a very short thing, if I do here, I have a terminal, and I say, hey, okay, let me open another terminal here. I can go here back and forth. Okay, so I can also do the key like this. If I say here echo hi, and if I go here, I just press enter, and here I have echo hi. It's synchronizing the history. Yeah, it's synchronizing the history. It's a nice trick. but sometimes it gets you mad because you are kind of, you put a command in one shell and you are expecting when you go up to find the thing, but you don't find it very easily. And the next step, I'm planning on doing some video on that stuff. The next step would be, let me search, Google, would be bash FZF history. Exactly. There's maybe today, instead of doing the port, I can have a look at this. Verbesserte Kommando mit SF. Okay, this is German, sorry. Brew install FZF. So we actually, there should be pkg search FZF, should be there. Yeah, pkg install FZF. Yep, that's it. And oh, it's even written here. Do it like that. Boom. .bash rc, and you can probably just add this thing. So let's just exit. Let's go out from all of these things. Okay, start a new terminal and Control R. Yes, and now we have the FZF thing, and now we can start searching for stuff in the history. That's much better actually. Okay, done. It was as easy as this. Okay. Yeah. So if you're synchronizing the shell, so echo, let's actually open another shell. You can see here left and right. Echo from one, from my fat fingers, from one. I go here to synchronize the history. I need to press enter. The reason is okay, vim dot bash rc. So the thing is that in the command prompt you are running these commands. Every time the command prompt comes, you have history -a -c -r. That's how the history is synchronized. If I go up, I have bash history. If I go to the other one, I press enter, and lo and behold, vim bash rc and echo. Okay, and if I go here, I also have they are there. Okay, and Control R. Now I see these things here. Okay, that's pretty cool, I would say. Whatever terminal you are in, as long as it's bash, it's always synchronized, and I like it because sometimes I'm here. This is a virtual machine that where I have a virtual machine where I have the some graphical interface, but maybe, and let me go to another one. This is you remember this stuff here? Sometimes I'm also showing this stuff here. This is another interface. I did an SSH to the machine. I didn't go for it's not a graphical interface. Here you have no windows, right? And in this case here, if I pressed enter already, and look, vim bash rc, it's still synchronized across all these things. Not only this, I can detach from this session, and I can SSH there. And I have another video where I'm explaining what the heck I'm doing here. So this OTP is a one-time pad thing. I'm going to show you. So OTP, it runs some command, and when I paste, it gives me a code. This is the code I need to log into the machine. So let me see, OTP, paste, it's still the same code. It's you do it with this Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator or something. I'm not going to show the configuration because it has the private key there and so on, but you can see that the codes are somehow changing, or they change every 30 seconds. Come on. Now, okay, now you see that it's another code. Okay, so this is just a very simple script that generates the code and copies it to the clipboard, such that I can just Control V. Okay, so when I log into the machine, it asks me the password of my private key, and now it asks me for the verification code, and I paste it, and now I'm in. So this is now I use root, but I secured the I secured the login to the machine pretty cool, and I also explain in a video on how to do this. And here, so I'm this is when I SSH to the machine. I have tmux running automatically, so you can, there is no okay, so here, why I cannot go there? It's interesting. Okay, I'm already there. So 3. So I was doing here some stuff and whatever. So blah blah blah. I do this. Okay, command not found. And now let me switch to the graphical user interface. Okay, so let's go to the GUI. Okay, and in the GUI, if I type in enter, if I type in carriage return, it will synchronize the history. And now if I type above, and I have that bad thing. So it's really, any shell that you have, it's open, it's always collecting the last thing, not the last thing. And now with the FZF that I've installed, this thing, I could have put this in the video actually. The FZF thing, you can just type in Control R, and it's you can just scroll here on the things. Okay, so it's pretty convenient in my opinion. Pretty convenient. A few days ago, got a Raspberry Pi, turned it into a Pi-hole. Okay, yeah. What is the Pi-hole? I don't know that. Pi-hole. Pi-hole network ad blocking. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. You see, some things I'm really stupid. So, as your DNS server, cool, really cool. It's similar to the concept in cybersecurity on a sinkhole. Okay, this is sinkholing stuff. So this is the Pi-hole. Okay, yeah, good. So nice. That's pretty cool. Some ads basically. You can do the websites detect that you're blocking ads? Because some of them, they get a little bit angry. So you are blocking ads and so on. Otherwise, I might even consider that for example, in the TV here for my kids, I have some stuff running that were some ads, and I don't like to have it, and I don't want to install some software in the TV, and maybe I can redirect the TV to the stuff like this, and then maybe the ads are gone. They don't know. Okay, thanks a lot for the tip. I will take a notice on that. Pi-hole. So yeah, it's I have a Raspberry Pi also lying around here somewhere, and it might be a cool thing. What technology are they using? Curl Pi-hole install. It's a DNS for phones, might be seen. Okay, yeah, that's pretty nice. Hetzner Cloud. Okay, that's get in touch frequently. Faster than light and breakdown on features. Lightweight model daemon to provide statistics on. Okay, yeah, that's command line the Pi-hole command. Okay, so this is really, it's really how are they doing this? It's probably through DNS. Option function as a DHCP server. Okay, that's okay. Meanwhile, it's a DNS sinkhole. Yeah, exactly, DNS. Okay, I should I should start reading this from the beginning. It's a sinkhole, a DNS sinkhole. Yeah, it's a DNS spoof. Yeah, nice. So, is there a DNS sinkhole? FreeBSD. Is there anything there? Building a DNS with Unbound. Yeah, with Unbound, sure. I remember reading some of this stuff. Some guys doing this. Yeah, 2016. This is old. Sinkhole 2010. How do we install Pi-hole on? Ooh, Pi-hole on FreeBSD. Now that's a. Okay, interesting. Okay, so. Did anyone port this thing? Okay. not Heil. You see my fat finger every time. Yeah, pigeonhole, no, it's not happening. So the Pi-hole is not available in the process tree, but light, PHP, and so on, install, okay, clone, basic install, okay. Configure DNS, okay, verify installation, it looks relatively simple, but I don't know if this will really work or not. DNS include, yeah. Cool, well, maybe I look at this and maybe it works in FreeBSD and maybe it's a cool topic for a video also. So by the way, you are seeing I'm not porting any more stuff today, so I think it's for now it's enough. But I'm just going to show, if you are interested about this, let me see if I can show some stuff here. It's actually interesting. There's lots of people in the stream today, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to show some stuff. Let me see if I can. I don't want to go too much details on the stuff here. Okay, I think I can show this. So let me just see. I have to take out some things. Okay, that should be enough. Let me see. Okay, that should be okay. So if you want to know the next video, so I have a couple of videos here and I'm just going to tell you some videos that I have to edit. It's already a couple of time. So I have some stuff on, this is a simple one, fastest package, FreeBSD from scratch. It's a video I did on how to install FreeBSD like Linux from scratch. Yeah? So it's a cool one. So I'm not going to show the other things, but just as a teaser for if you want to see some videos later on. You see, I need to have time to edit these things. You know, it's a little bit nasty to find time. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos in my queue, and I need to find time for that. It's well, having kids. I don't know if you have kids at home or no, but I do travel a lot, and I have kids at home and so on. It's a little bit difficult. CBSD, I've tried CBSD, and I tried this. What is the name of this? There is a distribution based on CBSD that is similar to Proxmox. Yes, I tried CBSD, and let me see if I find the name of that distribution. FreeBSD, CBSD, Proxmox equivalent. CloneOS, yes, the CloneOS. I don't know if you know about the CloneOS. It's a distribution. Okay, you have it there already. Okay, what the heck is this? This is not the. These are not the droids you're looking for. CloneOS. Convecting. Okay, yes, this is the one. And where are they now? Which version are they? So I tried this quite some time ago. So download 14.2. Okay, so a little bit late still, but it's there. So this is actually a nice development that is going there. So oh, this is commercial. Okay, this is not commercial project. I don't know. It's commercial. It's an interest. I don't know. Where do you see that this is commercial? So I was able to download this and use it from the early beginning without paying for anything. So I don't know. Ah, long time ago. Okay. Now it's not commercial anymore. But anyways, the they have the instructions on how to use these things and doing the stuff with the CBSD. Yeah, it's maybe something I need to look a little bit more careful in the future on how to use CBSD. To be honest, I didn't spend too much time doing this, so yeah. Yeah, could be, but it's really good to have people doing this stuff here. So yeah, pretty nice. Okay, I think it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm going to start retiring. Yeah, so it was really great that I got the peak views. I had almost, well, I think about 14 people in peak view. It's I'm really impressed, to be honest. I never thought that that I would be doing this kind of things, and here I am. So yeah, thanks a lot for being there. Yeah, I think for now I need to get some sleep. Need to tomorrow I have some stuff to do at work. I have some students that I need to supervise and so on. So it's 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 a thing. So thanks for being there, and yeah, thanks also a lot for all these tips that you gave me. I'm going to have a look at these things later on. Also, the net graph might be an interesting thing to have a look at what's happening there. Pi hole, also pretty cool. And yeah, hope that you also got some stuff. I will try to do some more streams. So for me, it's okay if I'm here alone in the evening and no one comes and disturbs me. I can just stream, and if you want to join and if you want to see, then awesome. Pair programming. Nice. So I'm bad at this. So thank you for being there. And see you next time. Yeah, so thanks a lot. Take care, then have a great evening, great day. See you next time. I'll be for sure streaming at some other point in time. Yeah, take care then. Let me see, where the heck do I stop this thing? Okay, take care, bye bye.